So now in Dashakam 2 you have Hayagriva Katha, the story of Lord Hayagriva Vadham, that is there, that is killing of the Asura Hayagriva. So now there are two. One is Bhagavan Hayagriva, Hayaha Grivaha Yasya Saha. Hayaha meaning having, Grivaha neck, or so one having the neck of a horse also is Lord Hayagriva. The Lord of Hayagriva is very very auspicious, the Lord of Vidya. So that's the reason small children also are also given the Upadesham to chant the Hayagriva mantra and so on. And here in this Hayagriva is also the name of a Asura. So once what happened is, all the Devas, they approached Lord Vishnu. They wanted to do a yajna, they wanted to do a sacrifice. So to pray for that, all the gods, they would go to Vishnu. Now here what happens is, during the time, it is said that Lord Vishnu's head that was there, it got cut off and it fell into the sea. And at this time what happened is, all the Devas who were there, now you see the Lord of the universe, something happens to him, the entire world is going to shake, right? So all the gods, they pray to Brahma, and as per the advice of Brahma advises them, you please pray to Parashakti, she will help you. And that's when she tells that you have to join the body of a horse on the face of Vishnu, on the neck of Vishnu, and he will regain his face back. And that's when it seems that when Vishnu fell into the sea, he woke up, and in the war also he killed a very dangerous Rakshasa, Hayagriva, and that's how he gets the head of a horse. So this is actually the rough story behind this Hayagriva Vada. Now this story that is there comes in the 5th chapter of the first skanda of Devi Bhagavatam. Yeah. Now let us start. Raneshu Daityeshu. Now the Devas and the Asuras, gods and demons, used to have frequent wars amongst them. And finally the Devas who were there, they had killed the Asuras. They were very happy on this victory and they wanted to do a yajna for this. So along with Shiva and Brahma, they approach Lord Vishnu, and with being down to earth also, they tell the Lord that we want to perform a sacrifice. Now here what happened is, now Vishnu is always in the Yoga Nidra position. So at this time, while they were approaching, it seems that Vishnu was in a trance also, he was in sleep. And now the Devas were surprised. Now what happened is, how he was sleeping, that description is also given here. Ashcharyama purvibudaanakopi prabodayatvam khalu papabhitya drishtva cha nidra vashakam prabhum tam aditya chapagra samarpitasyam. Dashakam 2 shloka 2, wherein Vishnu had kept his chin, it seems, on the bow, on his bow which he had, on the Sharanga bow. And now all the Devas were greatly surprised looking at this, and they did not wake him up, because they were afraid, like, why the Lord is sleeping, we should not wake him up. That's when what happened is, now as we saw, the chin of Bhagavan was on the bow, so it was a bit bent, right? So as it was going down, that is the chin part which is there, which was pushing the bow down. Now it felt that the bow was a bit bent also, and that's how his head got cut off, it seems. So this is how the story goes, how the head of Vishnu got cut off. Now here what happened is, Murare, here the name, verse shloka number 4, Kaya Chirastot Patitam Murare. Murare, the killer of the Asura Murari. That's how the Lord gets the name Murari. Killer of the Asura Mura, sorry. And now the head of Vishnu, it falls into the ocean, and all the Devas, they were shocked to see this. They all drowned in sorrow, and all of them, Ha Heti Shabdas Sumahana Bhucha. They all started shouting, it seems. Ha Hecha meaning, oh, what happened, what happened? They all started lamenting. That's when they all started talking to each other, now what can be done, how to do it, and so on. That's when Brahma assures them and tells that nothing happens without a reason also. Karyam akaranam daivamaho baliyaha. A very very important life lesson for all of us. Whenever we keep worrying about things that happen, or whenever we become overjoyed with good things that happen to us, we have to remember one thing. Karyam akaranam daivamaho baliyaha. Without a cause behind it, without a reason for it, nothing ever happens. Brahma also tells the same thing to the gods and said that the power of karma that is there is great. Even the lords also cannot escape. Now, no doubt the Lord who is there, let it be Vishnu, They are all beyond karma. They don't have to face the cycle of birth and death. They don't have to fall in the cycle of karma, but to show to the world through their various avataras and leelas, they too try to show one's own karma, which is the power of karma. So that's when Brahma further advises them, Dhyaye Devi, pray to the goddess who is the cause of creation, and the entire universe that is there melts, it seems, due to her karuna, due to her kripa. She is the one who is powerful and she will take all the necessary actions. So you please pray to the goddess. Now all the gods who were there, they were all very sad on looking at this sight, but they all became encouraged. That is, whenever someone, let it be a guru or a very close person, when someone encourages us, or even in our difficult times they console us, you see there itself half of the sorrow goes away, right? So the way one speaks, the way one consoles matters a lot. Brahma does the same thing. The devas also become a bit, you can say, they were consoled. And it seems that all the Dhyaye Devim Karunardra Chittam Ityuchushah Preranaya Vidatuhu Tvameva Veda Nudavussurashta. Now the Vedas also, they were in living form then. So the Vedas as well as the Devas, all of them, they started praying together to Bhagava, to the goddess, and that's when Devi comes and she tells that all good only will come to you by this Hari or by this Lord Vishnu, who is like this, that is, whose head has fallen down. That's when Daityo Hayagriva, there is a Daitya, there is a Rakshasa called Hayagriva, and he can be killed by only one who has got a horse's head. So, and he is also troubling the Vedas, Vedas also in living form. He is also troubling the sages due to his strength and so on. Now, that's when all this story was told to the goddess. Then she further tells them that head of Vishnu also, because there is a reason behind that, because something has to be done to cut off the head of, to kill the Asura. That's the reason the head of Vishnu also got cut off. So that's when joining a horse's head on his headless body, that's how the killer of Mura, who is there, he will also become the killer of this Rakshasa Hayagriva. He himself will attain the form of Hayagriva Bhagavan, and very easily he will kill the Rakshasa. After telling all this to the Devas, the goddess disappeared, and Twashta, who was there, a sage, he comes and he joins the horse's head to the headless body of Vishnu. And the Devas also see this, that Vishnu had got back his head, and Vishnu became one with the horse's head and he woke up. And that's how, with the blessing, now here who was there, Nambudri, the author of Devi Narayanam, he here, if you see, like Narayana Bhattatri, he also writes everything in like a one-to-one conversation. So he said that, he says here that due to your blessing in the sense Devi's blessings, the Vishnu got back his head. He ended up killing the Rakshasa Hayagriva, and that's when further he concludes the Dashakam saying, Sarvan Jagan Mangalade Tvadiyaha Patantu Me Murdhini Kripa Katakshaha. He tells that just as you did good to the universe, you bless the Devas also, you saved the Vedas, you saved the Devas. Similarly, always make your Kataksham Kripa Katakshaha, always ensure that you shower your grace upon me. So with this, Dashakam 2 concludes, and it comes to an end. Hayagriva Vadam, how the Lord got his Hayagriva Mukham also. He became a horse-headed Lord, and how he saved the Devas and the Vedas.